Hi there, everyone. I didn't see you there, even though this is pre-recorded. I have like this on, but I'm like topless. I need a shirt. I should stop talking right now. Anyway guys, hello everyone, my name is Toughts and today I guess I'll bring you a vlog review because I forgot to prep one for this month. So I'll look in my library, I'll come back. You know what, I'm a bit in a Sonic mood recently. I mean, I am still doing my Sonic Generation playthrough and it's full throttle of commentary with Trevor and doing like really cool stuff with my parts, and I'm like doing my favorite game ever, Sonic Adventure 2, so let's talk about something different. Sonic Riders. Why the hell would I choose to do Sonic Riders? Seems like fun, I guess. I don't know, is it fun to talk about a game that I find good at best? Anyway, let's talk about it. Okay, so Sonic Rider, as you may not know, is actually a spin-off of the Sonic canon, and is basically a racing game around you skateboarding your way around cities, jungles, and everything. So you're not running like in Sonic R. You're hover skateboarding over cities. And if this concept doesn't sound good to you, then I have good news for you. Because if you run out of air fuel, the fuel of this game that powers the overboards is literally air, you can actually run! So, but it's not as fast, which makes no sense. Anywho, Sonic Fire Riders, like I said, I do find it to be a fun game. A good one necessarily. I'm a bit controversial in this aspect. It's a game where, like I said, you take on an overboard skateboard and just rolling around at the speed of sound around cities, jungles, and everything. And it's basically like a normal racing game in terms of how it works. Like, it's not something as inventive, let's say, as Sonic what is it called again? Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, Transform, something like that, where levels constantly changes and like you can get different, you know, ways to travel around, having, you know, different vehicles and stuff like this. Sonic Riders is bare bone basic. It's a racing game with Sonic characters in them. The good thing about it is you can actually get a very, very distinct aesthetics, and unlike something like Mario Kart, that just reuses, you know, aesthetics from earlier game or just areas in general, Sonic Riders actually creates completely new areas, which I do find to be a little more creative. Like there's something called Babylon Garden, and you know, it ties in with the somewhat laughable story of this game. Because despite this being a racing game, Sega was like, you know what, we're gonna make this edgy as fuck. So, like, it's a story about Sonic and friends just trying to top Eggman and this new gang that are called Babylon Guardians. And you basically go from there, just stop them. There's a little more involved with it, obviously, like at the end of the hero mode of the story, it's like this entire city called Babylon that, well, basically from the Babylon Garden, it's a long lost city, and then you just lift it up in the sky and you kind of race through it to actually get to a genie. I'm not making this up, you're traveling through all of this to get to a genie that is the ultimate evil of this game, like Perfect Chaos or the Biolism, Sonic Adventure 2, stuff like this. And it's fairly weird. Although it's cheesy as fuck, and I'll give it most of the credit there. Despite it trying to make it edgy, it's cheesy, and I love it for something I just have something to be laughed at. That's past. I know this is something a good point, but this comes back again to me saying that it's a fun game, not a good one. Well, good at best. I do think though that the level design in terms of racing is fairly fun. There's like plenty of things you can go around, there's plenty of secrets like in Mario Kart, and drifting is just as much important as doing trick styles, where you just go to a launch pad or a ramp or something that didn't utilize the joystick to move around, spin, and create certain combos that give you air which basically fuels your things, and depending on which ramp you take, if it's just a 30% incline of a ramp, if you push forward on the joystick, you'll get much higher basically, you just get to launch farther if you just put joystick on the 30-degree incline, and if it's just a curving ramp, like so, you also get much more hair if you just pull the joystick back. So you'll spin even higher than before. And there's plenty of little nitbits like this that you need to understand the basic concepts of Sonic Riders. The bad thing about this is it's so complex in so many areas that it kind of is very difficult for beginners basically to get into this game. When I first played this game, I sucked balls at it. I couldn't even get past the 5th race, which technically is the last, which is technically like one of the last races in the first story mode, which, I mean, it's supposed to be somewhat difficult, but I couldn't get past it because I don't understand all the little nitbits that can actually help you, like drifting in certain areas can actually help you tighten turns in a certain way and keep your momentum going, but you need to know the right angle to do it at, and hair consumption is a big thing, so you really need to know where to boost, where to drift, because you can actually boost in this game, but at the price of consuming some air. So there's, like I said, different tactics and nitbits there. So I couldn't get past the 5th level, and then I started practicing, and I kicked ass at the game. I mean, I kicked some serious ass at it, and like I said, it's a difficult game to understand at first, but when you understand the concepts, the general concept, you will kick ass at this game like nobody's business. And it doesn't have necessarily, like I said, there's a little complex here and there stuff, but it's nothing as complicated in its level design, or it's not like its sequel of Zero Gravity, which I still think is decent, just not, great. I actually prefer the first Sonic Rider over Zero Gravity, or Free Rider for that matter. Fuck Free Rider. Especially Free Rider. Zero Gravity, it's just fine, it just sacrifices something. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Sonic Riders. I should definitely be talking about Sonic Riders. So yeah, there's little nitbits here and there. The good thing about it is, there's a lot of things to do in this game. Despite not having a whole lot of tracks, and like half of its tracks actually are just copycat of aesthetics, because there's 2 story modes. There's the Babylon Guardian mode, and there's the Hero Story mode. And I get at it in terms of aesthetics, you kind of reuse them because those people are in the same place, because in competition to get to the Chaos Emerald so that they can lift up Babylon Guardian and everything, so they both get there in a race and blah blah blah. I get it. It just kind of feels lazy at some points. Of course there's exceptions to this, but even then they kind of copycat the same elements and the same aesthetics. Then again, don't have a problem, because I think the levels themselves are very creative. I think there's a lot of secrets to go around, since like everybody has different ways to go about the level. Like, say if you take Sonic, for instance, Sonic or Jet, which is like the antagonist of the game, the rival I should say, like you can access different areas. So like Sonic, you can grind on rails so you can go faster, instead of going at like 200 miles per hour. On the track, on the rail, you can go up to 300, so you get an advantage of speed and take shortcuts that way. But you need to land perfectly on the grind rail, jump if there's, something missing grind rail somewhere, so you can jump in sections, but you get the advantage of the shortcuts. It's a risk versus reward. If you're a power character, there are special areas where you can just punch right through all the shit. Like, there's a city where there's a path, I believe, to the right side. It's like the first level of the game, but there's a path to the right side which a power character can go through, but blocking the entrance is a big like truck, but you need to smash through the front and back door, you know, to get through this. And there's an alleyway where you can just punch carring. Power characters are actually the most interesting since they can actually smash object through the course. So like, then again, I'm taking the example of the city, but no, I'll take the example of a factory. There's a factory basically level where some robots are just flying around. If you hit one a flying or speed character, you'll get hit, you'll lose a lot of momentum and speed. So don't hit them basically. If you're a power character though, you can just plow through them and get some hair back. The bigger your combo, the bigger your hair. Same thing about speed characters. The longer you're in the grind rail, the more hair you can get back. You're a flying character, the more you're in the air, the more air you'll get back. So there's fun tidbits like this. Everybody has something different about it. You can unlock tons and tons of different vehicles. It's kind of amazing. Like, you can get a cloud, which is uncontrollable as fuck. You can get like roller skates. You can unlock shadow. You can unlock plenty of characters. They all have different stats necessarily. You can combine them with different things. Certain characters have special rights in them, which just makes them feel different enough for me. So it's really a lot of things like this that makes me go, yeah, that's cool, because you give me something different for every character, for every time I go on a stage, so I can actually have a very, you know, varied experience with the game in general. So it's really cool format. And there's also a challenge mode where you can like go through a race, but with certain conditions and like getting ranked on it. And if you complete all the challenges and get all the best ranks possible, you unlock the Chaos Emerald, which isn't as broken as you think, because it basically unlocks Supersonic for Sonic. And it's not as broken as you think, because to level up in this game, because there's a level up system also in this game, basically by collecting enough rings, you actually increase your maximum acceleration speed, power, and stuff like this, you know. It's pretty basic shit. And you know, you use rings for that, and rings are fairly scattered. There's like, of course there's exception, like there's one capsule, 100 rings capsule, there, and then in each level you can get them and you're instantly at maximum potential. And if you have Supersonic, yeah, those rings capsule are awesome, but the rings go really fast. Like, you lose rings damn fast, and you don't get them often, so it's not like it's not as broken as you think. It's a very powerful ability to have. You're basically the best character in the game when you're Supersonic, but you're not Supersonic for long. I'll just say it like this. And you don't need hair, so... Oh yeah, and like I said, there's plenty of vehicles and stuff like that which have different abilities. Like there's one, you can actually craft them in a challenge mode where one allows a speed or a flying character to gain power characteristics, so you're slowly transform into a power character which can go through the object like I said before, and it's really cool for that. There's one ride where you can actually use rings to boost yourself instead of hair, so you never need hair, you never have to worry about doing tricks and stuff like this, but you just have to collect rings and make sure you don't fall on it. But getting the levels is you know, harder to do, and there's plenty of fun stuff like this which I absolutely love. Like, you can use the boost, you can dash through your enemies and then smack them so they can lose rings, so they might not be as high level as you. But that's, I mean, that's basically it. My main complaints with the game is that half of it is copycat. It literally is copycat of the other half of the game. So that, no matter which way you look at it, it's both lazy and very lazy. But like I said, they're so well designed, and in a way I don't mind as much. It just goes through my mind and go, why the fuck would you do this? I get the relevancy to the story, which is cheesy as fuck, and once again, sorry, not the main part of it. It's good on some occasions, graphics aren't. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about, the presentation's kind of weird, honestly. Like I said, levels are good in general, but music doesn't strike me as Sonic-y, which is weird saying. There's like one tune. In fact, in the entire Rider series, there's only one of them which actually sounds like a Sonic song or just music in general, which is really weird because I know this is a spin-off of racing game and everything, but music's fairly different, and graphics are excessively weird too. I can't actually tell you why. It's just something that strikes me and I go, wait, okay, that's weird. Sorry about that. Yeah, the graphics are fairly weird. It's like, how can I say it? It's like a lessened up version of the Sonic Boom character design, basically. Like, Sonic has really long legs and he has goggles on, and it's just so weird, and I get that we're trying to do something different because it's a different style of game, but it just boggles my mind around, you know, what the hell were they thinking? Why not just use the adventure, like, design of the character and just, you know, add goggles to them, or something like that to be a little more racy. You don't have to actually change his height, you change his, like, character design. Like, you look at the official character concept art, you just go like, was this scrambled by an 8-year-old girl, or is this like professional, you know, professional that did the look of the character like this? Is this something that a fan actually draws, or is it like a professional that did this? And it just boggles my mind. I'll put like pictures here to show you how much different they are, and this is in the same time era. Like, they did this at the same time that Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog, whatever. So it's still like in the Sonic Adventure to me, the character design, with you know, with the big shoes and everything where it goes around, and it just really looks with this smirky smile on his face. It's, you know, that to me is Sonic, and then I look at the other ones like, yeah, that looks like Sonic and Sonic Boom. I mean, the rest of the graphics are fine, they're passable if you ask me for a GameCube and PS2 game. Could be definitely better. I mean, yeah, that's about it. I enjoy Sonic Riders, it's a lot of fun if you ask me. If you want to try something different than Mario Kart, it's definitely a good game to try out. It's also lots of fun, plenty to do. There's challenges mode, there's a battle mode for you and your friends if you want to go at it. To me, which is even better than Mario Kart. You got the main story mode, which, you know, that's good with that. You got quite a bit of tracks to get, like 20 and all. If you, like I said, if you're into like stuff like Mario Kart and you want to try something different with Sonic characters, I personally will recommend more Sonic and Sega Also Racing. But if you want to go a bit older, then try Sonic Riders. It's a fun ride, to say the least. It's cartoony, it's fun, it's complex, but I think that what makes the charm of the game English I cannot know good. I got a haircut since last. My name is OTG3, and I'll see you all next time.